The final asking price for Cody Gakpo has been revealed by loads of sources coming in from Netherlands, especially the Telegraph, very much reliable source as far as the players concerning the Eredivisie are concerned, especially the Dutch players, because they are so close to that. And then Asensio to Barcelona, and Barcelona are really holding serious board meetings on whether they should sign this player or not, at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. And obviously, you know what the battle is always like when a player is really coming in from Barcelona or Real Madrid, crossing from one side to the other. You know what happens. The last one that did it, I think, was Luis Figo, and went in for a record fee of close to 56 million pounds in there for you. And obviously, it really meant something great for a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. And obviously, Barca fans never love Luis Figo, and they'll never forgive him for what he did, because it looked like they really saw him as one of the best players in the world. And obviously he left and betrayed them, and he went to a rival club which goes by the names of Real Madrid. Then we are going to also talk about Ousmane Dembele and what plans the club hierarchy of Barcelona is really having. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, guys, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, we are heading into the January transfer window, and it's going to come in early enough to discuss on who and which club is wanting who. Reason being, we are going to be in the World Cup. There is going to be a World Cup break from 13th November to the 18th of December, meaning that we are going to be having close to 6 weeks of club football break. What does this call for? It calls for the following. One, people to go on and really look at players they really want to sign, and obviously one of the hot assets is Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo, 23 years of age, this season only, he has played 12 games, he has scored 9 goals, I want to be exact. He has gone ahead to play 12 games, he has scored 9 goals, and obviously put in 11 assists. Directly involved in a goal every 47 minutes in the for you. Absolutely crazy numbers, and he's a hot asset that every club is really looking at, especially clubs that are really looking in for wide forwards and wide inverted forwards. And obviously he can also play as a center forward, as a number 10, depending on where you want him to play. He's a brilliant guy. He's a brilliant player that many Premier League clubs are really looking at. Manchester United was really in for him, and Cody Gakpo himself came out and admitted in an interview that he talked to Erik ten Hag and he was really disappointed for not joining Manchester United. But that means he would love to go on and join Manchester United, because he said playing for Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs, and I believe United is one of those clubs that are really looking in for Cody Gakpo. Then another club that could go in and look in for Cody Gakpo is a team which goes by names of Arsenal, because Mikel Arteta looks like he needs to go ahead and really reinforce his squad as things are really turning around at Arsenal. Bukayo Saka got an injury over the weekend, and when he got an injury, guess who came on? Reiss Nelson scored a brace and created 1 goal, meaning that he might think otherwise and say, all right, if I'm really having Reiss Nelson and can come in and really play well in the position of Bukayo Saka, then why don't I really add on a player whose versatility playing onto all the front 3 positions of the forwards is really concerned, like Cody Gakpo, because Cody Gakpo can play well as an inverted left attacking midfielder. He can lead the line as a false 9. He can also play behind a striker like Gabriel Jesus, and he can as well play on the right side of the attacking midfield, though his best position is him playing as a left attacking midfield. And obviously look at Martinelli and what he's bringing for Arsenal. If you bring in Cody Gakpo, will be really a very good player. The other team that is really looking in for Cody Gakpo is Liverpool. Liverpool also really want to bring in like 2 or 3 players in the January transfer window to save their season, because if they don't, injuries are really hitting them bad. I mean, it's them trying to go on and really fight for their inconsistency to become consistent. The players are really getting injured game in, game out. Like, you'd see that Henderson got an injury. Which other player is out? Is it Joel Matip is also out? You get very many. They're having like 4 or 5 players. Diego Jota went back after spending close to 6, 7 7 months in 7 weeks injured. He returned and obviously went back on the sick bed. It shows you how bad the situation at Liverpool is. And if at all Diaz is also injured, you would love to go on and really bring in Cody Gakpo, because Cody Gakpo is one of the best rated players into the European football right about now. If you ask it, go and ask Arsenal. They'll let you know what this guy is all about. Now, Cody Gakpo's story has been brought to you by a guy who goes by the names of a newspaper that is called The Telegraph, coming in from Netherlands. They've told us that PSV cannot reject bids of over 30 million for Cody Gakpo in January, as they need to make a big sale urgently to stop their season becoming a financial failure. Why are they including a word financial failure into their season? The fact is written all over, like an open book. They never qualified for the Champions League. Rangers denied them a chance to qualify for the Champions League. And obviously, they are not really in the Champions League. And what does that mean? It means that they're not making as much money as they're supposed to be making, and obviously they need to go on and really sell this guy. If I told them the Champions League, they would have really gone ahead to really have Cody Gakpo until the end of the summer. But if I told they are really willing to go on and selling him in January, that really sends a signal to these clubs that they are really badly in need of this money. Remember, United and Arsenal, we are told that this player was going to go in for 50 million euros during the summer transfer window. Now, after missing out on really crossing from the Eredivisie to the Premier League, obviously things are totally different. The price has totally changed, and this guy, Cody Gakpo, is also willing to move away from what we call the Eredivisie to come in and really play into what we call the Premier League. So let's wait and see where Cody Gakpo is really going to go on and really be at the end of the season, at the beginning of the January transfer window. And obviously, he's really having a very huge chance. Reason being, he's really one of those players that Louis van Gaal really likes at the Dutch national team. They are going to the World Cup. He's really going to be there to play a very huge role in the World Cup. Obviously, if he really shines in the World Cup, this price might change from 30 million euros to 50, because this is an abnormal World Cup. Usually, the World Cup has been happening in the summer from June to July. This time round, it's happening from November to December, just 13 days to the end or to the beginning of January. That is obviously the transfer window, meaning that right now we might be talking 30 million euros when at the end of the World Cup, this guy might have gone ahead really to go on and score in very many goals, and his price might hike into the next level that all of us won't even believe. So his price in January is really going to depend on his performance in the World Cup. That is Cody Gakpo, the Dutch international. Leaving Cody Gakpo out there, let's go to a man known as Marco Asensio. So, Marco Asensio, 26 years of age, playing for Real Madrid, won like 5 Champions League titles for Real Madrid. He's really one of those players that I really rate highly as far as playing in the attacking forward positions are concerned. Teams are really concerned to sign this guy. Arsenal was among, Liverpool was among, Manchester United, you get, and obviously, after all that, we've been having another team known as Barcelona. Obviously, it was talked about a lot during the summer, but obviously he stayed at Real Madrid. What's the case of Marco Asensio? Marco Asensio wants close to £200,000 a week at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are telling him, we cannot give you a contract worth that money. If not, you are going to go ahead and really leave. It really went from even bad to worse when the president of Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, called Ancelotti and told him, don't play Marco Asensio. But Ancelotti had nothing to do, because Marco Asensio is a quality player and there is no way he could really exclude him out to play into the starting 11 or some games of Real Madrid, and obviously fielded him and really played very well. And he's delivering this season. I believe he's really having a very fantastic season at Real Madrid. When you look at his numbers this season, let's see, Marco Asensio this season, he has gone ahead to play 8 league games, and obviously he has 1 goal and 1 assist. But remember, most of the games he comes from the bench. 5 Champions League matches and he has 1 goal, meaning that he has 2 goals and 3 goal involvement. But and 3 goal involvements. But remember, this guy comes in from the bench. So it looks like Real Madrid are really forcing out this guy. And guess what? This is what is happening in Catalonia. Catalunya, Barcelona, we've been told by Fernando Polo that FC Barcelona are considering signing Marc Asensio in 2023, and internal debate is ongoing. Now, one thing I had not told you about Marc Asensio is that his contract is running out in the summer of 2023, meaning that if Real Madrid don't renew the signature or the contract of Marc Asensio, he's expected to go and leave Real Madrid on a free and really choose where he wants to go. And I believe if you are Florentino Perez, one thing you would like to do is to see your player crossing from Real Madrid to Barcelona. But there is something I've been brainstorming about this story about Marc Asensio to Barcelona, meaning that it will be a disgrace, it will be a shame for Florentino Perez to go on and really let a player leave Real Madrid to go to Barcelona, meaning that this might be a story being put out and pushed by the agent to see to it that he gets the contract he wants at Real Madrid, because Marc Asensio doesn't want to leave Real Madrid provided they get him the amount of money he is calling for in his new contract. But Perez is saying, no way, I'm not giving you that money. But Perez is under pressure after promising the people that is going to go on and really bring in Kylian Mbappe, and that deal really collapsed at the 11th hour. He is under pressure by the former Real Madrid president, who came out and said, I signed Ronaldo from Manchester United because we had a pre-contract. And this shows you the naivety of Florentino Perez. He doesn't know how to bring in star players at Real Madrid, because the last star at Real Madrid that really made and moved the world was Cristiano Ronaldo, and the next star in making is Kylian Mbappe. And he accused him of really not acting as a football genius president. And obviously, if you add on that missing Mbappe, and add on to Marc Asensio leaving Real Madrid and crossing to Barcelona, that will be something that will lead to decampaigning him into becoming the next president of Real Madrid, because I believe he's really into his second term as a president, and I believe it's not going to be good for him to let Asensio go. So I believe the agent of Marc Asensio is really playing on the head of Florentino Perez, but I don't know how firm Florentino Perez is okay with to go on and let this player to leave Real Madrid for Barcelona. And secondly, he might go on and really agree a deal with the team in January. That's it. Meaning that if we clock 1st January, when Marc Asensio has not been given a contract at Real Madrid, he can go on and really do a pre-contract with a team that he really feels like. So Florentino Perez has not less than 2 months to really sort these issues out. And I believe there is no room for Marc Asensio in Barcelona. That's why I'm really telling you that this story is being put out by the agent of Marc Asensio. Reason being, when you hear that Barcelona are discussing to sign your player in the summer 2023 because he's going to be a free agent, you'll have to go on and fidget and really give him what he wants, because you don't want that humiliation to happen at Real Madrid. And it's not in common sense for Xavi to go on and really sign Marc Asensio, because he's having Rafinha and Ousmane Dembele. All of them play in that position. They're like Ferran Torres. They can also play that side very well. Even Ansu Fati, can play there very well. So I believe it's not in priority for Barcelona to go on and really sign in Marco Asensio, because they're having plenty of players that can do what he does. And secondly, the other player that would have gone ahead and really caused trouble for his departure and the coming in of a player who goes by the names of Marco Asensio is this guy who goes by the names of Ousmane Dembele. And I've been told that Barcelona have decided to go on and renew his contract, meaning that they cannot go in and really have 3 players competing for a single position. You get? So I see this as a total flick, and obviously a trick from the management team of Marc Asensio, trying to send a very huge message to the Real Madrid team that, please, we can be signed by your rival and just get us the amount of money that we want. And obviously, it shocked them a lot because during the summer, no team was willing to go on and really spend a lot onto Asensio because Real Madrid was calling in for 30 million euros and no team was willing to offer it. So him being a free agent, a lot of questions have to be asked and answered whether there is a team that is going to come out and really give him what exactly he wants. So guys, thank you very much for watching again. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, obviously rush into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Tell me what you think about Cody Gakpo, 30 million euros put on his head to see to it that he really crosses from PSV to any club in the other teams in the Premier League. What do you think about it? Do you think his price will increase when the World Cup ends? And obviously, Asensio to Barcelona and Ousmane Dembele, they've gone ahead to decide to really give him a new contract at a team which goes by the names of Barcelona. What does that mean when they had already signed him and really given him another one? Maybe they're going to improve it and really increase the amount of money he really wants, because you never know, he might really say, I want to leave. So thank you very much for watching in. Your reactions are welcome. Subscribe to this channel, guys, because we want to hit 8,000 subscribers. We are like 300 subscribers less to hit 8,000 subscribers. I hand you over to the Matload to watch you over. Sign out for now. See you later. But remember, Atletico Madrid has gone ahead to really become the last in Group B. They're not qualifying even for the UEFA Europa League. Bayern Leverkusen has managed to go on and really find a place, and obviously Diego Simeone's job looks like it's hanging in jeopardy. So that story and more, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Obviously, I'm left with one more story. Obviously, I'm going to come back and really let you know what the game of football is all about, the Premier League or Champions League and very many others. Thank you guys for watching in. I think we are calling it a day or a night in here onto this channel. I'm going to return in a Giphy. Thank you for watching in, guys.